Names like Blondes for Jesus, Ghetto Gunfighter, and Titan, Texas stand out, but none draw as much attention as Lauren Sanchez, the glamorous anchor and helicopter pilot whose life changed after Jeff Bezos. Once just another TV face, her polished smile sometimes slipped, revealing awkward on-air moments that now resurface whenever her name trends. In today's digital world, nothing truly disappears. Every laugh or mistake can replay endlessly, shaping both reputation and legacy. Tonight, we revisit the points in her career when the spotlight turned harsh, most memorably in 2010 during her extra appearance promoting Cher's Las Vegas concert. The performance featured a burlesque-inspired routine, sequined bra, leggings, and aerial silks from the ceiling. Lauren flipped upside down, spinning mid-air for the cameras. Meant to impress, it instead left many uneasy. For a trusted anchor, this showgirl-style display blurred boundaries. Some praised her boldness, others called it desperate, and most agreed it was awkward to watch. The stiff smile and exaggerated moves made the spectacle feel forced. Online forums buzzed afterward, debating if she had gone too far or damaged her credibility. But this wasn't her first time under scrutiny. Years earlier, in 2005, she'd faced a similar spotlight as the debut host of So You Think You Can Dance.
The defining slip came on So You Think You Can Dance, when Lauren mistook a contestant's fiancé for her father. An error caught live as she froze, laughed nervously, and muttered, "Oops." A moment Variety panned and audiences replayed endlessly as a blooper rather than a highlight. That incident, along with her earlier burlesque-style performance, revealed a recurring struggle between showmanship and authenticity, a tension that followed her into 2012, when on Good Day LA, she broadcast from a private jet and jokingly played the role of a flight attendant, a gesture meant to be light but received as staged and uncomfortable, cementing the perception of awkwardness over glamour. These three moments alone could have cemented Lauren's reputation for awkward television. But 2010 brought another misstep when, during an interview with former President Bill Clinton, her light joke about his health and lifestyle fell flat. Clinton pushed back, shifting the energy and leaving Lauren visibly tense. A career highlight turned cringeworthy clip. Then in 2012, during Fox 11's commentary on toddlers and tiaras, she laughed and added "actually pretty" after a co-host compared the children's looks to hookers, sparking backlash for indulging in poor taste humor. Together, these 5 incidents reveal not failure, but the fragility of live TV. Once broadcast, a moment can't be erased.
For Lauren Sanchez, these clips endure not just as bloopers, but as milestones that follow her into life with Jeff Bezos, into the glare of wealth, power, and relentless scrutiny. In today's digital age, nothing disappears, and when people see the glamorous helicopter pilot beside one of the world's richest men, they also revisit the old footage that once made viewers cringe. Each headline about their romance and every public appearance revives those archives, prompting questions about authenticity, performance, and the pressure to project perfection. The spotlight doesn't just reveal the present, it drags the past along, turning once small missteps into lasting markers of her journey. Audiences revisit these clips not out of malice, but because they expose the raw humanity beneath celebrity polish. Yet tied to the world's richest man, Lauren's small cracks become global talking points. Her 2010 burlesque routine, sequins, silks, and a playful stunt on Extra once seemed like harmless entertainment. But now, viewers compare that image to the woman photographed beside world leaders and aboard billion-dollar yachts. The contrast between local anchor and Bezos' high-profile partner fuels fascination. Even her oops moment on So You Think You Can Dance, a minor flub at the time, gains new weight because she remained in the spotlight, making every past misstep part of her evolving narrative.
Because Lauren's life veered into immense wealth and influence, her past flubs now resurface online as part of her mythology. ordinary mistakes magnified by her current privilege. Audiences relish the irony. The Good Day LA private jet skit, once merely awkward, now circulates with captions linking her stewardess joke to her present luxury. The Bill Clinton interview, a small misstep at the time, is rewatched for its tense body language and contrasted with her status beside Bezos, a man compared to world leaders. Even the toddlers and tiaras remark lingers as her most controversial moment, cementing how cultural commentary keeps these clips alive and woven into her story. Each replay of Lauren's past mistakes now carries the weight of her billionaire visibility. What was once small lapses have become permanent talking points. Audiences cling to them not only for shock value, but as reminders that even the powerful are human and fallible. Fame psychology drives this. When someone reaches extraordinary status, people search for flaws to restore balance, and Lauren's are preserved on tape. These clips are no longer simple bloopers, but cultural artifacts, contrasting her polished present with her awkward past. Without Bezos, they might have faded, but his presence ensures every misstep resurfaces, reframed and reanalyzed, feeding the narrative that her glamorous life is inseparable from her imperfect history. These clips are threads in a larger story, a tapestry of reinvention, authenticity, and performance, linking Lauren's awkward on-screen past to her polished life beside Jeff Bezos. In today's culture of endless replay, moments that once faded now resurface whenever relevance returns. When her romance with Bezos became public, her forgotten segments were revived, reframed, and shared across tabloids, social media, YouTube, TikTok, and Reddit, transforming minor bloopers into cultural commentary. Audiences don't just laugh, they analyze, attach meaning, and search for patterns, fascinated by the stark contrast between the former TV host and the glamorous partner in one of the world's most scrutinized relationships. Transformation stories captivate, and Lauren's leap from a local anchor awkwardly dancing in sequins to a woman beside Bezos at space launches and state dinners is extraordinary. Faced with such drastic change, audiences seek balance, digging up old bloopers and forced smiles as counterweights to her glamorous present. The media exploits this contrast, knowing a reminder of her extra performance or toddlers and tiaras remark drives clicks alongside photos of her in couture. This cycle fuels itself. Her dazzling present sparks hunger for her flawed past, and revisiting that past reshapes how the public views her now. It's not unique to Lauren. Fame and immense wealth create distance, and audiences crave humanity to bridge the gap. Audiences crave imperfections, the cracks that make public figures seem human, and bloopers deliver that instantly. Each awkward clip of Lauren Sanchez collapses the distance between her billionaire world and ordinary viewers, offering connection through shared vulnerability, even as it invites ridicule. Late-night jokes, memes, and commentary channels amplify these moments, especially given her proximity to Bezos, because billionaires and their partners face harsher scrutiny. A once quirky burlesque routine on Extra or a routine slip on So You Think You Can Dance now carry exaggerated significance, reframed as ironic symbols of her journey from local anchor to a central figure in Bezos' high-profile world. Audiences stay engaged not for the clips themselves, but for what they symbolize. Lauren Sanchez's story now runs on two tracks: the anchor whose on-air slips became bloopers, and the Bezos partner whose fame recasts those slips as cultural commentary. This overlap sparks curiosity about her authenticity, whether she's the glamorous billionaire's companion, the awkward interviewer, the daring performer, or all of them. Such imperfections keep her relevant, blending vulnerability with status. Two moments stand out: a Good Day LA jet parody, once harmless satire but now seen as foreshadowing, and her tense Bill Clinton interview, criticized for nervous laughter and tone.
Revived after her Bezos romance, these clips show how fleeting stunts can harden into legacy under relentless online scrutiny.